Let's start with Michael Sam. He has come out as being gay. Now, Michael Sam is a player, co-defensive player of the year from Mizzou, and he's a hell of a player. And he's now openly gay. So what does that mean for him? Well, what it means basically is whoever drafts him will have quite the, how can I put it, the TV coverage for 2, 3, 4 weeks. Kind of like with Tebow or with Monty Teo down in San Diego. But you know something? It's not a big deal. We've always had gays in the NFL. We've always had gays in every single sport. It's not a big deal. And just like with Monty Teo and Tebow, it'll all die down. And they're either going to perform and make the team, or they won't. Ultimately, the only thing that the players care about is, can he play? Can he help them win? If he doesn't play well and he doesn't help them win, he's gone. That's all there is to it. Will there be a few players that have a hard time dealing with him? Yeah, at first. But that's always the way it's been. And there's others who will embrace him. With every team, you got 60 players roughly on there. And you know something? There's always someone that someone doesn't like for whatever the reason. It's not a big deal. Moving on. Hillary Clinton, her reaction to Bill's affair. She basically said, no big deal. And he tried to break it off. But she said Monica just kept after him. You know something? Hillary is cold, calculated. This has been a relationship that's been more like a partnership from the get-go. Was she ever in love with him? Maybe. Was he ever in love with her? I don't think Bill Clinton is the type to ever fall in love hardly with anybody. He's a user, but then so is Hillary. They're both a couple of lowlifes. They're both psychotic. The longer they were in politics, the more psychotic they become. All you got to do is look at her reaction to Gaddafi's murder, or look at her reaction to the 4 men in Benghazi being murdered. That's all you need to know about her. She is a cold, calculating bitch. No different than all the men. They're cold, calculating bastards. And they're psychotic. They belong in jail, by the way. Samuel Jackson, he was being interviewed by a journalist, and the guy mistook him for Lawrence Fishburne, who did an ad during Super Bowl Sunday. And Samuel Jackson just went off on him and would not let him apologize, basically. And he says, yeah, we're black, we all look alike, blah, blah, blah. It's too bad that Samuel Jackson doesn't have the cojones to go off on Barack Obama. You see, he'll go off on some idiot of a journalist. That's fine. But he doesn't have the cojones to go after a big fish. He doesn't have the cojones to go after a psychotic piece of shit like Obama or anybody else. On a sad note, missing Ohio student found froze to death. Central Ohio College student. Actually, it's Denison University is what the article says here. David Hallman III. He was last seen leaving a Granville restaurant early Saturday morning, and the 21-year-old Erie, Pennsylvania native was found dead, froze to death. My guess is he was drunk as could be, and he just passed out, and needless to say, never woke up. It happens. It happens more often than we realize. Putin. He was in a bar where a gold medalist was at, and she's gay. She just won the speed skating event, and he went up and they kind of cuddled. And Putin, whether you like him or not, he's a man's man. He's a man. Whereas Obama, he's a pussy. He's like a little bitch. He's Valerie Jarrett's little bitch. He's George Soros' little bitch. He's just a bitch. He's a pussy, is what he is. He's a little pussy that has a whole lot of power. And that's a dangerous thing. That's a very dangerous thing for a guy like that to have. The people who put him into power have got to be scratching their heads sometimes. It'll come back to bite them. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Cold Case Posse is not going to let go of the birth certificate, and they're getting on other stuff. Be aware. They are not done with Barack Obama. Before it's all said and done, it would not surprise me if a large number of people went to prison. And then Obama, he congratulates Michael Sam on coming out. I'll tell you right now, don't be shocked if it's found out that Barack Obama is bisexual. The gays in Chicago, and all you gotta do is Google, is Barack Obama bisexual? Just put that in. Type it in, see what comes up. Keep in mind, there were 3 gay black men in his church, in Jeremy Wright's church, that were murdered in a 6-week span. 6-week span, 3 gay black men. One of those black men that were murdered, Donald Young, his mom said the reason he was murdered was because he was having an affair with Barack Obama. Look it up. Look it up. That's all for now. You guys have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.